In today's lesson, we are going to look at the definition of logarithm, what that means, and then we're going to practice a little bit converting log equations into exponential equation. All right, so first of all, why do we need logs? What's the point? Well, here's an easy point for you. Imagine that you're trying to solve an equation, something like 2 to the power x equal to 4. You may tell me, okay, well, I know that 2 squared is 4. That's very easy. Or if you try to solve something like 2 to the power x equals to 8, you're going to say, oh, of course, well, x is 3 because 2 cubed is 8. But what if you're trying to solve an equation where the answer is not a common known number, something like 4, 8, which is a power of 2. But what if it's like 5 or something like that? What do? How do you solve for that power? There is no way to divide or multiply or add or subtract here because x is in the power. And we have a problem. And that's why this whole concept of logs is so important, because we do have to solve an equation like this quite often in practice also. Okay. What is the main idea? The main idea is this. I'm going to call it the box. Here is what the box says. If I know that a, which is the base of the exponential expression, to the power x, x is the exponent, and the exponent is unknown, right? Usually that's what we're trying to find. And let's say that's equal to some number b. I can rewrite it using logs. So by definition, the log is going to be this power. So whatever is in the power, that's the log. So I'm going to say x is log with base. Well, it's the same base. So here the exponential expression had a base of a, and log will have exact same base a, and then of b. Okay, so what is log with base a of b? That's the power that you're going to raise a into to get b. Now, in these cases, all they're asking you is just to rewrite this in exponential form. So this is what I call the box again. And I suggest that you memorize it. It's not that hard to memorize, okay? But once you have it, it makes it so much easier to solve various questions. Okay, so we have a logarithmic expression, and we know that log with base 17 of square root of 17 equal 1/2. How do I rewrite it? Okay, so what I should do is I'm looking at the base, and the base is the first thing I do because I want to convert it from log to exponential. So I'm going to say 17 to what power? Well, what's the answer? Because again, log is the power. So 17 is going to be raised to the power 1/2. That's your x, right? That's your x. That's on the right hand side over here, but then that will move in the power here. And then equal to, well, whatever you have here, that's your square root of 17, so that's going to go in here. All right, so this is going to be rewritten as 17 to the power 1/2 equal to square root of 17. Now, similarly, what's going to happen here? So I'm going to start with the base. I raise it to the power of the answer, which is 2, and then I make it equal to, well, whatever is in parentheses over here, which is 324. So these two expressions are really equivalent. One of them is called the logarithmic, and the other one is exponential, but they mean the same exact thing.